Hi, welcome to Cliff Alerts. Today I will be discussing The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Season 12, Episode 3. We are going to be presenting an award to Carl Richards, Best Actress for Gaslighting. I'm going to be presenting Carl her award at the end of the show, so please stick around. I believe Carl has a PhD in gaslighting, and it must be noted and it must be recognized. So I'm going to recognize Miss Carl. But before I get into it, please press that like button, share, subscribe, and if you're returning to this channel, we will appreciate it if you would subscribe as well and join us. So let's get into it. The ladies meet up at Crystal's house. All the usual suspects are there with the exception of Sutton. Dorit excuses herself to go to the bathroom, and Carl takes this time to tell the ladies that she received a call from Dorit and she was in distress. In her confessional, Carl pulled out a phone because she recorded the conversation she had with Dorit. Now, who is insensitive? Someone calls you based on real trauma they're experiencing, and you tape the call to show it to the producers and us. I don't get it, but that's while Carl was nominated. Dorit returns to the room. They ask her how she's doing. However, Carl uses that as an opener to bring up the insensitive statement. Does she not realize that she's traumatizing Dorit every time she brings this conversation up about having a gun to her head? I don't get it. Yet, Carl said Sutton is the one who is insensitive. So, of course, Carl starts in about the conversation she had with Sutton, but Garcelle immediately shuts her down and said that she's not comfortable having this conversation when Sutton is not there to defend herself. So Carl decided to invite the ladies down to her home in Lakita because she's opening a new store in Palm Springs, and she wanted them to come to the opening. We see everyone preparing for the opening. Erica is still meeting with her glam squad. I thought she didn't have any money. Erica triggers me in the worst way. I'm just gonna say that because I just believe this woman does not need to be on this show. The whole circumstance around the victims of the Lion Ear accident, as well as other cases that her husband had and the settlement money is gone. I'm just saying she does not need to be on television. She has been disrespectful to those people who have been injured and now their settlement money is missing. She has serious selfish tendencies that is both ugly and heavy for this particular show. I think the whole circumstance around what has happened with that missing money is horrible. That's all I'm going to say about that. But her glam squad is still in effect. I have no idea where she's getting the money from simply because she said that she did not have any money. So, okay. All right. Those that are staying at Carl's house are Dorit, Rena, Erica, Sutton, Crystal, and Diana, who's the new import on the show, staying at a hotel. Now, I thought it was strange that Garcelle would choose to stay at Carl's house. Any number of these ladies could do her harm when she's asleep. She probably slept with one eye open, but in my mind, why bother? Go to the hotel and just have a good night's sleep. Because I wouldn't stay in a house with Rena, Erica, Carl. That's just me. They all eventually get to the opening. The clothes are colorful. We didn't see a whole lot of detail. Diana Jenkins piped in because This is the first time she's ever been in a store. Oh, because she has allergies and the dust in the store will bother her whole whole sensibility. Now, this is the same lady who said that she came from rags to riches. She decided to let us know that she don't usually go shopping. She has designers send stuff to her house, and whatever she likes, she chooses, and what she doesn't, she sends back and pays for what she wants. But so far, in my mind, what I've seen Diana Jenkins in is neither here nor there. I mean, we first spotted her at Rena's birthday party for Harry that did not include any friends and family, yet it was his birthday party that looked like it was a hallway in some sort of restaurant or hotel. When we saw her in her confessional, she had on some red dress. You can't see a whole lot of details, but what you did see didn't seem like it fitted her properly at the top. And then we see what she had on at this opening. And again, the designer who she's wearing must have seen her coming. I'm just saying, I could do a whole lot better at some high-end discount center, but that's just me. Everyone is, having fun shopping, what have you. And we have this strange moment with Diane Jenkins and Erica telling her that there's a black Jasper Cartier ring that she just wishes Diana would buy because she thinks Diana is the perfect person to have it, and that she can't afford it right now because of what's going on in her life, i.e., the bankruptcy. And I'm thinking, why is this woman talking to Diana about a black Cartier ring? What's the point? Is she saying that if Diana gets the ring, she could get access to it? I don't get it. She's so into herself. It's crazy. And then she tells us she's wearing a Cartier ring that's just the starter kit. Now, in my mind, that Cartier ring should have been in the bankruptcy trustee's possession. Why does she have it? Because it's an expensive ring. But that's just me. I'm not involved in her legal case and everything is alleged, but I just think this woman is foul, that she is rolling with a glam squad, she's rolling with all these different things, and she has left people in distress. They have been victimized twice, and no one seems to be accountable for it. Sutton is at the party, and we see Sutton approach Dorit, and Garcelle and Carl is present, and Sutton apologizes to Dorit, saying that she was not thinking, she did not mean for a statement to come out, and she understands how traumatic and how badly it is, and she apologized it. And Dorit seemed, for all intents and purposes, that she accepted her apology. We later see the ladies all gather back at Carl's house. And guess who brought up the conversation about Sutton's statement again? Carl Richards. She decides that she's the one to determine whether Sutton's apology was spot on or not. Sutton apologized again, but that still wasn't enough. So Crystal jumps in, and she still had a crow in her throat about what happened the last season, when she said that she felt violated when Sutton came to her room and she was not appropriately dressed. Carl immediately challenged her. Carl said in her confessional that Crystal was overly dramatic and that her situation had nothing to do with the Reed situation. And Crystal said that she knew that, but she was just trying to point out that no one validated her feelings. So Crystal started to cry. She got upset. She wanted to leave. She said it was no longer a safe space. So Crystal, Diana, and Sutton left and the others stayed. So they were trying now to psychoanalyze why Crystal did not let them know how she was feeling. And it was, this is what happened last year. Why was she holding on to those bad feelings? Thank God that crap ended. I was looking for a certain item around the house and I didn't have it. So I decided that this is gonna work for now, and it's the handy scotch tape. So we're gonna present this to Miss Carl Riches, because what she needs to do is just rip some of this and put it around her mouth, so we all we can hear is her muffled uh voice rather than what is coming out of her mouth. This is Carl's award, a roll of heavy duty scotch tape. Now, I could have used duct tape, but duct tape is probably what I would have and give Erica Girardi. I think Carl should be the owner of this. It's a thick roll, maybe 2 inches, and it's wide enough that, you can, if you cut a piece, you can get it around her mouth, and even maybe wrap it around a time or two so it could really hold in place. That's all I have for today. Blessings always. Have a good one and stay off that cliff. Don't try to gaslight someone. Just be true to who you are. Say what you gotta say. Clean it up if you need to. Apologize if you need to. But don't gaslight someone. Gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of psychological manipulation in which the abuser attempts to sow self-doubt and confusion in their victim's mind. Typically, gaslighters are seeking to gain power and control over the other person by distorting reality and forcing them to question their own judgment and intuition. This belongs to Carl. Spot on.